The East Blue is officially behind us. Most pirates die before they even see the Grand Line. But Luffy isn't most pirates. However, episode. To just prove that the pirate graveyard isn't just a name, it's a literal reality. From mountains made of water to a whale the size of a city, the scale of the Netflix live action has officially hit a new level. Today, we are breaking down every major detail. The massive lore drops, and that shocking ending of One Piece Season 2. Episode 2, if you're new here. Hit that subscribe button and join our crew. Let's get into it. The episode picks up exactly where we left off. The crew is hurtling toward Reverse Mountain. This is the first time we see Nami truly tested as a navigator in these waters. In the manga, the physics seemed impossible, but the live action makes it look terrifyingly real. The water is literally flowing up the mountain. The tension here is peak cinema. You see Zoro and Sanji struggling with the oars, Usopp panicking, and Luffy just laughing his head off. It perfectly captures the straw hat dynamic. But notice the CGI here, the scale of the canal and the sheer speed of the descent into the Grand Line shows exactly where Netflix spent the budget. They've successfully moved us from the grounded world of the East Blue into the fantasy world of the Grand Line. Just as they think they've survived the mountain, they hit a wall. Or at least, they think it's a wall. This is our first look at Laboon. For the anime fans, we've waited years to see a realistic Laboon, and he is massive. When the Going Merry gets swallowed, we get one of the weirdest scenes in One Piece, the interior of the whale. The live action does a great job with the stomach island. It's surreal metal doors, a painted sky, and a house in the middle of a digestive sea. This is where we meet Crocus. The comedy here is spot on. The stare-down gag between Crocus and the crew was perfectly adapted. But don't let the grumpy old man act fool you. Crocus is the first real legend we meet in the Grand Line. While inside, we meet our first villains of the season, Mr. 09 and Miss Wednesday. They look exactly like they stepped out of the manga. Their goal? Kill Laboon to feed their town, Whiskey Peak. But the heart of this episode is the bond between Luffy and Laboon. Luffy realizes that Laboon is waiting for a crew that isn't coming back. Shout out to the Brook fans, the foreshadowing is real. Instead of pitying the whale, Luffy fights him. He gives Laboon a reason to live by promising a rematch. That scene where Luffy paints the straw hat logo on Laboon's head to cover his scars? That is pure One Piece soul. It's the moment that proves Luffy's greatest power isn't his rubber body, it's his ability to give others hope. Before they leave, Crocus drops the biggest lore bomb of the series. The log pose, he explains that the Grand Line is a magnetic nightmare. If you don't have this compass, you are lost forever. Nami's face in this scene is everything. She realizes her old maps are useless now. The episode ends with the crew agreeing to escort Mr. 9 and Miss Wednesday back to their home, Whiskey Peak. To the crew, it looks like a town of heroes and parties. But as the camera pans out and we see the welcome they are preparing, the vibe shifts. The foreshadowing for Baroque Works and Sir Crocodile is officially in motion. We are entering the Alabasta saga, and the stakes just went from 0 to 100. Episode 2 was an emotional roller coaster. It gave us the scale, the heart, and the first taste of the grand conspiracy. I'm giving this episode a 9.5/10.